Today, on Be Something Wonderful, 2 reasons why your desire may not be coming and how to allow it to come to you. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. One of you has written me over the last few days asking me, Tom, I have imagined my wish fulfilled. I'm thinking of the end, yet I'm still not seeing results. What's going on? Can you help me? Guys, we're going to unpack that today. What I want to say is what occurred to me when I was sort of mulling and meditating over this with the subscriber and rereading what they wrote. It occurred to me what Neville Goddard often says. What does Neville say? Neville says, experience in imagination what you would experience in reality if you were already that which you desire to be, or if you already have that your desire. Experience in imagination what you would experience in reality if you were already the person you desire to be, if you already have what you want. That's the first thing he says. And then he makes a second statement. And I want to take a look at this. He says, do not experience in imagination what you want to experience in reality, or you will be forever free of that result. Meaning if you do not experience imagination what you want to experience in reality, you'll be ever free of the result. But when I read that, it occurred to me the word want in the second statement. The first statement, when he says experience in imagination what you would experience in reality if you were that person you want to be. In the second statement, though, he uses want. Do not experience in imagination what you want to experience in reality, and you will be ever free of the result. His statements are he's saying the same thing in both statements, but here's what occurred to me. Guys, here's what can trip you up with your imaginal lack. Hear this is big. If you are imagining wanting your desire, hear this because it's subtle. If you're imagining wanting your desire or wanting to be your desire, then you're stuck in the energy of wanting. This is big. Now Neville is assuming here that when he uses want here, that he's assuming that's a pure intention on your part, that there's no resistance. But it occurred to me that you may be stuck in imagining the wanting as versus the wish fulfilled. So this is big today. And here's my first point. This is my first reason why. Your desire, which is meant to be a pure intention, it's meant to be a choice. Neville really talks about when you imagine this, you are choosing this, right? But if your desire, that intent, that initial pure intention is turning into wanting, then you're imagining the wanting of it and not the fulfillment. This is huge. Why? What's the difference? Tom, what's the difference between desiring and wanting? Well, desire is okay if it's a pure intention, if you're choosing. But wanting has the possibility, hear this is big, of non-fulfillment. That's the difference. Where a pure desire, there's no possibility of non-fulfillment. It's a done deal. You are walking in that conviction that it will be fulfilled in 3D reality, and in fact that it already is in that higher dimensional world, in that larger dimension. But with wanting, you're opening the door for the possibility of non-fulfillment. So if you're imagining wanting it, if you're imagining any possibility of non-fulfillment, it won't come. That's the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I want to say is that if your prayer is a supplication, then it cannot come. If it's that begging and wanting energy, because supplication comes from a state of lack. It comes from a state of not having it. This is huge, right? Instead, your prayer, hear this, your prayer is going to come from gratitude and affirmation of your choice. You've got to confirm your intention or the choice you made through prayer. How do you do it? By thank you, Father. Thank you for this. Thank you for endowing me with this choice that I made. Do you hear the difference? These are two big things that possibly are keeping you from everything you want and everything you desire. You're imagining all right, and you're thinking from the end, but you're thinking from an end of possibly wanting. The end you're thinking of could be a supplication and not a prayer of confirmation, affirmation, and gratitude. That's the difference. Those are two huge reasons why it may not be coming. And this is how you turn this around to make sure your desire comes. Remember, wanting entertains the possibility of non-fulfillment. A pure desire, a pure intention, a choice on your part, a prayer of confirmation and gratitude, there's no possibility of non-fulfillment. It's a done deal. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button. You guys, please share and like our videos, share it with your friends, share them on other platforms, and hit us up on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful. Say hello. On Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kieran, on our website at tomkieran.com or besomethingwonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@besomethingwonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. With great love, this is Tom. Until next time.